Welcome to English, the podcast that helps you master the English language one conversation at a time. I'm your host, James, and in today's episode, we have a dynamic conversation lined up with language enthusiasts. Get ready to eavesdrop on an engaging chat that will not only improve your English skills, but also provide insights into the world of language learning. So grab your headphones and let's dive right in. Today we have a language aficionado with us. Mark is a seasoned English teacher with a passion for idioms and slang. He has a lively and animated way of speaking, making even the most complex language concepts seem like a piece of cake.
Hey there, James. Excited to be here and share some language insights with our listeners. Let's dive into the linguistic ocean.
Language learning is a vast and ever-evolving process. What are your thoughts on the most effective ways to improve one's English skills?
Well, James, I believe immersing yourself in the language is key. It's like diving into the deep end of the linguistic ocean. By surrounding yourself with English, whether through watching movies and TV shows, listening to podcasts, or engaging in conversations with native speakers, you create an environment where the language becomes second nature. You start picking up on the nuances, idioms, and colloquial expressions that textbooks often miss. It's all about making English a part of your everyday life. I also find that having a systematic approach helps. It's like building a solid foundation for a language. Setting specific goals is essential. Whether it's improving your vocabulary, mastering grammar rules, or enhancing your pronunciation, having a clear target helps you stay focused and motivated. Utilizing grammar resources and pronunciation guides can provide the necessary structure and guidance. Additionally, regular practice is key. Consistency is what transforms language learning from a sporadic activity to a habit. By incorporating English into your daily routine, whether through reading books, listening to podcasts, or engaging in conversation, you create a rhythm that reinforces your progress and accelerates your language acquisition.
Those are excellent points, Mark. Now let's talk about the challenges that language learners often face. What do you think are the biggest hurdles when it comes to mastering a new language?
One common challenge I've noticed is the fear of making mistakes. Many learners hesitate to speak because they worry about sounding imperfect. But it's important to remember that making mistakes is a natural part of the learning process. It's like stumbling before you learn to walk. Embrace those mistakes, learn from them, and keep moving forward. The more you practice, the more confident you'll become in your English skills. Another challenge is staying motivated and consistent. Language learning is a marathon, not a sprint. It requires dedication and perseverance. It's like climbing a mountain. You need to take one step at a time. But sometimes learners may feel discouraged or overwhelmed by the vastness of the language. That's why finding ways to stay motivated is crucial. Joining language exchange programs where you can practice with native speakers and other learners can provide a support system and keep you engaged. Additionally, finding a study buddy or accountability partner can create a sense of responsibility and make the learning journey more enjoyable.
Those are excellent insights, Mark. Now let's touch on the role of culture in language learning. How does understanding a language's culture contribute to mastery?
Culture and language are like two sides of the same coin. They go hand in hand. Understanding a language's culture provides insights into idiomatic expressions, social norms, and even humor. It's like unraveling the hidden layers of a language. When you understand the cultural context, you can communicate more effectively and avoid misunderstandings. For example, idioms often have cultural origins, and knowing the cultural background helps you use them appropriately and understand their meaning beyond the literal translation. Exploring a language's culture opens doors to deeper connections with native speakers and facilitates the understanding of cultural nuances. It enriches the language learning experience and makes it more meaningful. For instance, understanding the cultural references in movies or literature helps you grasp the subtle messages and appreciate the context. It's like peering into the soul of a language, and it adds depth and authenticity to your language skills.
That's great advice, Mark. Now let's continue our conversation and delve deeper into the topic of language learning. One aspect that many learners struggle with is finding the right balance between self-study and formal instruction. What are your thoughts on this?
The eternal debate of self-study versus formal instruction. It's like choosing between taking the scenic route or following a GPS. Both approaches have their merits, but finding the right balance is key. Self-study allows learners to take control of their learning journey, explore topics of interest, and tailor their study materials to their specific needs. It's like being the captain of your language learning ship. However, formal instruction provides structure, guidance, and access to experienced teachers who can help learners navigate the complexities of the language. It's like having a compass to guide you through uncharted linguistic territories. Ultimately, I believe a combination of both approaches is the most effective. By combining self-study with formal instruction, learners can benefit from the best of both worlds and create a well-rounded language learning experience. And it's all about finding the synergy between self-study and formal instruction. Self-study empowers learners to take ownership of their learning process and explore areas of personal interest. It's like having the freedom to choose your path and set your own pace. However, formal instruction provides structure and guidance, ensuring that learners cover the necessary foundations and receive expert feedback. It's like having a mentor who can provide insights, correct mistakes, and offer valuable guidance along the way. By combining self-study with formal instruction, learners can strike a balance that suits their learning styles and preferences.
Thank you, Mark, for sharing your perspectives on self-study versus formal instruction. It's evident that finding the right balance is crucial for language learners to maximize their progress and achieve their goals. Whether it's through self-study, formal classes, or a combination of both, learners have the opportunity to create a customized learning experience that caters to their specific needs. Now let's shift our focus to the role of technology in language learning. How do you think technology has transformed the way people approach language acquisition?
Technology, the game changer in language learning. It's like adding turbo speed to your language learning engine. With the abundance of language learning apps, online platforms, and AI-powered tools, learners now have a world of resources at their fingertips. It's like having a virtual language tutor available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Technology allows learners to practice their listening skills through interactive exercises, engage in conversation with language exchange partners from around the globe, and even receive instant feedback on their pronunciation. It's like having a language learning toolbox that fits in your pocket. However, it's important to remember that technology should complement, not replace, human interaction. The personal touch of a teacher or a language exchange partner can never be replaced by a screen. It's about finding the right balance and leveraging technology as a powerful tool in the language learning journey. Technology, it has made learning more accessible, flexible, and interactive. With just a smartphone or a laptop, learners can access a wealth of resources, connect with native speakers, and engage in immersive language experiences. It's like having a language learning universe at your fingertips. Technology also offers personalized learning experiences through adaptive algorithms that cater to individual needs and track progress. However, it's essential to strike a balance and not solely rely on technology. Language learning is a social process that thrives on human interaction and cultural exchange. Technology should be seen as a valuable tool that enhances the learning experience rather than a replacement for the human element.
Thank you, Mark, for sharing your valuable insights on language learning. We've learned that immersion, goal setting, embracing mistakes, staying motivated, and understanding cultural context are all essential components of mastering a new language. As we conclude this conversation, I encourage our listeners to reflect on their language learning journeys. Take the advice and strategies shared today and apply them to your study routines. Remember, language learning is a continuous process and every small step counts. Stay curious, stay dedicated, and keep expanding your linguistic horizons. Until next time, this is James signing off from Welcome to English. Happy learning. A big thank you to Mark for joining us today and sharing their expertise. We hope this conversation has inspired you and provided valuable insights into the world of language learning. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe and leave us a review. We appreciate your support and feedback. And remember, practice makes perfect, so keep learning, keep exploring, and keep improving your English skills. Until next time, take care and keep the conversation flowing.